Hey folks, I wanted to welcome you specifically to Showing the Wires for Module 4. Before we jump in, I want to take a moment to talk about the why behind what we're doing in the next couple of weeks. As always, calling this Showing the Wires because, I want you to think about what you're doing, but also why I'm asking you to do it. So in this chapter, we're going to be talking about assessment and feedback mastery. I know some of you might be thinking, all right, we're going to be talking about rubrics, tests, things to worry about, all kinds of other things. But here's the thing, this module isn't about creating more work for you as your students, it's about creating work that works. And that's the hopeful goal. So in our first activity, standards and goals deep dive, we're going to kind of continue on the work that we talked about connected to the unit plan work. But this time we're going to focus on kind of like alignment with standards at lesson level. So here's what I've seen that happens in classrooms. Teachers create these wonderful lessons, engaging activities, fun projects, and then their assessments don't necessarily measure what's being taught. Students are confused, and students don't really necessarily feel like, they're having that win, that opportunity to learn, and teachers also similarly have that same feeling because it didn't work. And it's not because anyone did anything wrong. It's just because a potential step might have been missed on connecting the assessments and into what students are learning. So in this deep dive, this isn't a checkbox to kind of say standards alignment. We're going to focus really on like, what does it mean to master what I want them to learn? In activity two, feedback philosophy, we're going to do some more philosophy work. And this time we're going to talk about what do we think about connected to lesson planning. We're diving into kind of that lesson piece now, and I want us to really think about what does that mean connected to the lessons you're going to create for Capstone. So you're going to get a chance to do a little bit of writing there. And then the third activity, humanizing assessment, is just a way for us to kind of have like a fun way to think about assessment in the work that we do. Um, and so just have some fun with this one, play with it. It's called Pirates, Princesses, Monsters, and Assessment Magic. Enjoy. In the second week, we're going to be looking at our small group video chat, and this time we're going to talk about assessment design. So I'm not just going to ask you what you're doing and showing what you're doing in your small group video chat for your assessments. And as a reminder, it might be connected to your capstone, but you may not be there. If not, choose something else that you're doing that's connected to assessment. But it's also going to be a chance where you can talk about your own expertise and share what you know about assessment with your colleagues, and maybe they could learn something from you and you from them. Um, all of this, I think, I'm hoping connects to your journey to becoming the teacher that you want to be. Remember back to module one when you wrote about your hopes and dreams for teaching. Every activity we do in this course is designed to help you become that teacher. Assessment isn't something that's separate from good teaching. It's an integral part. When you think about backwards design, right, we want to think about what we want them to do, and then we build learning activities around that. When you create assessments that truly measure learning, give feedback that accelerates growth, and design experiences that honor students' humanity, you're not just checking off requirements, you're becoming the kind of teacher that changes lives. So good luck. Please reach out if you have any questions. I'm excited to see what you all come up with.